the game's down. Why? What the fuck's up with that? Is that thunder? Look at the thunder. It's fucking bright and sunny out. Anyway, hello. 3 weeks later, right? Tab back into this. I've been playing a bit of this recently. I've never played a gacha game. Shut up. Okay. No, Libby, I don't want to do this right now. Ah, fuck me. I didn't want to do this. So I guess I gotta go hang out with Andy. Wait until morning. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, so I've been playing a bit of this game recently. A friend of mine got me into it. Since, you know, I finished Stellar Blade and kind of didn't want to play Stellar Blade for a while after I finished the video about it, because fuck, I've played so much of that game getting ready to make that video. So I found a different hack and slash game to play, and I'm liking it so far. Is that me? Am I? I don't know, I feel like I sound dead. I thought I was sick for a minute the other day, but then I just wasn't. I just immediately stopped. What am I doing here? I'm gonna go to the VR place because I just want to play the game and kill shit. I don't feel like doing story right now. Let's do it. Let's play some games. Yeah, I've been having a good time. This is new. I've been having a good time with this game. One thing I'm kind of annoyed though is like stop talking. Shut up. Is it doing both at the same time? Mute that. Okay. Did my controller die? No, I'm tapped out. Okay. It's just like sometimes I feel like the cutscene to gameplay ratio is kind of lopsided in favor of the cutscenes, and it's like as much as I'm alright with the characters and stuff, it's I want to play
ちについたわ。
そこ違法工事。
お目目を回さないでね。や
地の底にぶち込んでやる。
Dodge counter you?
俺がやる。
Hey.
くらい。
Yeah, let's try a new move on that.
体勢が崩れた。
Did I die? Thank you. Yeah, it's a little button mashy, but I'm okay with that as long as it, as long as I feel like I'm going somewhere. And I think it does that. There's a lot of things to do. It's not like you're just, sitting there fucking hitting the same button over and over, like some other hack and slashes I know. I've never played a gacha game before, like ever. God, I mean, let's see. I played Clash Royale. I don't think that's shit, I'm
お手伝いに来たよ。やあ。配置についたわ。体勢が崩れた。
私がやる。
お目目を回さないでね。やあ。やっ、あっち行け。
Ah!
さあ。通電成功。
任せろ。発揮集だ。避けろ。そこ違法工事。
総額と遊んでくれるの？やあ。チャンス。よけ。
ああ。ねえ。うちの目。
総額登場。どれ？充電する。
現場なめんな。地の底にぶち込んでやる。そりゃ。はっ。はっ。おっと。そりゃ。はってよっ。それ打ち砕く。
お悩み飛んでけ。どれ？
マジでぶったたかれてんだな。
Yarr. What do these even do? Upgrades of fire aging skill. Oh, these are those things I use in the upgrade menu. Okay. There's so many different, like, systems for upgrading shit in this game, and I don't really, I don't really keep track of most of them. It's kind of like, all over the place. Let's see, like, how are my characters doing? No. I hit.
こいつでぶん殴られてえの
On
か。
my controller, it's like the X is A, but
私。
いつで命令。
I enabled Steam input. Now it's got Xbox controller inputs. What is
お
that?
前もヒーローになりたいか。
That's him.
銃が2丁なら
I don't know, some story.
俺なんなりとこ。お前
私をよ。
いいぞ。
私は勝
I'm
者
like
に尻
way
尾を振るのさ
early in the game. It's really weird getting into a game like this now, where it's like there's this huge fucking 3 seasons worth of story. No, go away. And it's like I'm here at the very beginning, and every time I go somewhere I'm not supposed to, I got my friend who got me into the game like stop, close the game. No, wait, hold on. What am I doing again? Ah, this. Shit. No, stop.
おい欲しい
I'm gonna upgrade
命令を
you,
待つわ。
since I like you. I got this through whatever event's going on right now. Yeah, asked him, like, why is Anby an attacker? He's like, shut up, don't think about it. Not right now.
アンビ
私は勝者に尻尾を振るのさ
What the fuck was that? Oh, okay. That was my chat. I don't know if you heard that, but like it just with the fucking huge sound in my ears. I was like, what? Am I being visited? Hello, chatter. Respect for the big Z. Yeah. I just recently got into this game. It's fun. I'm liking it. It's got a lot of the, you know, sort of hack and slashy kind of stuff I'm a fan of. But like, you know, the tag team elements are a nice bit of spice. I'm gonna play more VR because I don't feel like sitting through cutscenes right now. Sure, whatever. I don't know what I don't really know or care what any of these. My controller died. Hold on. I was just saying, I'm so early on in the game right now that like everywhere I go, it's like, oh, We're back? Hey, we're back. Yeah, I think whenever I plug my controller in, it assigns it as the microphone for some reason. I guess there is a microphone built into the DualShock? What the fuck are you doing? Oh, whoa. Like, I think I'm not supposed to have this version of Andy yet, because I'm like literally at the beginning. I'm on chapter 2 of season 1. But the event that happened just gave me like an S rank. And it's like, oh, Andy, I like Andy. So I just I asked my buddy, like, what? Well, why is she an attacker now? And he's like, don't think about it.
おい気をつけろ
お手伝いに来たよ
おいシューだ
Probably
避けろ
getting a new I've been playing with the paper bag one for a while.
いい戦術
I don't even know what he does. I think he just like slaps him over and over.
はあておっと
Actually, I have a good few characters that I don't even know. Like, why did you just disconnect? Why did you just disconnect? Dude, the cord on this thing is so finicky. I leave my controller on because I don't like you can't really turn off a controller. It just runs out of battery. Oh, that was all of it. Cool. I think the Stellar Blade video hit 20K today, right? Let me have a look. That was genuinely like shocking. Like I was not expecting that video to do. Honestly, I really wasn't expecting that video to do anything because it was so different than ever. Okay, it's still how many does it have exactly? Okay, it's got like 15 to go until it gets 20K. That's insanity to me, dude. Was not expecting anything of that magnitude. I mean, I wasn't even really expecting it to do as well as. Well, we got dialogue. Okay. I wasn't expecting anything like that. Shut up. I wasn't expecting anything like that at all. I wasn't even expecting it to do as well as the big 50-minute like behemoth Ruby video I made, because it's so different, you know. Like I've never done anything like that, not since oh geez, when was the last time I made a game review? Was it the shit? I don't even remember. Was it the Parappa video that I made like 5 years ago? check on my phone right now. When was the last time I made like a review of a video game? It was the video I made on Parappa the Rapper like a billion years ago. So it was like I've been doing Ruby and the gameplay stuff basically exclusively. Why can't I see that? On my... I see, okay. Why is my chat box so delayed? Or am I just like, did I just not notice? So, just gonna run out the battery charger.
いい戦術。体勢が崩れた。
おや。やっ。あっち行け。
配置についたわ。よっ。
Let me know my mic is too quiet. I haven't recorded with this thing since last month, or streamed for that matter. Last time I streamed it was the MVM thing, right? That was before this happened. Let's see.
出動ジャトヤにかかれば万事
こいつでぶんな。
私は欲しいのは情報かい？
Yeah, let's play with you.
それとも前金はいただいた
There's a
よ。
little bit more chemistry going on
じゃ
here.
出ようか。
I haven't played with you yet. I got her out of a role. I mean, I haven't really, like, I've been sort of going at a snail's pace in the story. Because my one issue with the game so far is like, oh my god, stop talking. Not that I don't really like the characters, it's just like there's way too much of the cutscenes.
Yeah.
It made me play stuff like, dude, that's... Okay, I need to disable that sound. I need to... That's fucking... that's distracting me so much. But that's really cool that I got you into Stellar Blade. Hold on, how do I make this stop? How do I get this to... Oh, there's probably go into the chat box settings, right? Always show messages, disable message animations. The sound, I want it to not make a sound. That's so... Mic volume's low? Okay. I'll turn up my gain a bit. Alright. High delay, chat delay. Can I don't have problems on my end. Well, I mean... Most of the time it's my problem. I'm kind of bad at mixing. Tell me I can turn off the sound. Tell me I can turn off the sound. Don't do this to me. Is there like a chat? Oh, I can turn down the volume on the chat. There we go. That works, I think. That should work. But yeah, that's really cool. I actually got that from a few people. It's like, oh, you got me into Stellar Blade. It's like, damn, I didn't know that like I could influence opinions. That's awesome. I'm glad my arguments were good enough to have people be like, oh, hey, you got me into the game. Can't hear you over game. Alright. Let me, did I just turn my gain down? No, I turned it up. Hold on. Can't hear you over the game. Yeah, okay, my desktop audio is like way high. Let me turn it down. Instead of turning everything up. How do I sound now? Come on. Oh, I just okay, yeah, it's still working. Am I just not like close enough? I'm sort of sitting back in my. If you can imagine that pose the guy in South Park who plays Warcraft or Starcraft or whatever, that pose he's in, I'm kind of like that. This game is loud. I need to turn down the game probably. I mean, it depends. How does it sound now, like comparatively? Am I retarded? Oh, here we go.
了解。いい線後ろから意地悪。
But like, how are you liking the game, Stellar Blade? Obviously, you know my thoughts on it. Oh, I'm out of battery charges. Okay, so now I have to go do stuff. It's a blast. I love parry. Oh yeah, no, the parry stuff is so fun. I thought I turned you down. Are you hearing that? Are you hearing that loud ass chat notification sound? Because that's bugging the hell out of me. Can I go in the menu here? Yeah. Mute the chat. Tell me I can turn that off. Is it just because you're like the #1 chatter on the thing? Is that why it's making that noise? High delay, chat delay, seamless animations, platform icons. I'm installing. Oh, Sekiro. Yeah, I'm not brave enough to play Sekiro or like any Souls game. I suck at video games. Stellar Blade is at least like accessible. It's like the most accessible. Again, well, I can't say that because I've never played a Souls-like, but it's like I feel like if I go any harder than Stellar Blade, I'm gonna like actually kill myself. Same, yeah. I hope that I can turn that off. I've muted the chat. So is that coming from OBS itself? Settings. Advanced maybe? Audio. Let's see if audio. No? Where's that coming from? Stream? I'm gonna have to look into that when I'm gonna look into that when I get off stream. So I just decide to randomly start streaming on like a Thursday morning for no reason. I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna stream on Friday because that's a nice time to stream, right? Like I stream on Friday night, you know, nobody's at work or nothing, and then something happens and it's like, well, I guess I'm not doing that. I'll do it tomorrow, and then something happens Saturday night, and it's like, okay, I guess I'm just not streaming this week. I wanted to start like, you know, doing a stream a week because I think it's fun, but you know, I suck at consistency when it comes to this stuff. Every time I make a video, it's like, all right, I'm gonna get the next one out in like a month, and then I don't. It takes like 6. I wanna get this next video out. Here I go again. Before the summer's out, cause you know, Friday. Friday is tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, that is tomorrow. Man, summer's gone by so fast. I go back to school in like a month. gonna be an interesting year, I think. I got a lot of shit to do. That's kind of what concerns me about this, about YouTube is, like, when I go to school, I have no fucking time to do YouTube. It's like, I want to get my video done. It was, God, what was it? I was doing, the second volume 5 video at school, because there was like a lull in working on a new video. What's it about? Well, it could be one of two things. One thing I'm more concrete on, and the other is more like a nebulous, just concept thing. One of them is one I want to do for sure, absolutely, and it's Left 4 Dead 2. If ever, like, you've gone back and watched the Trouble in Terrorist Town or MVM videos, it's like that. It's sort of like a, if you could imagine like a Vanos Gaming video, but with more intricate editing, sort of more like a project rather than just like a slappa video that gets put out. I called it The Anime because there was this video like a billion years ago I made called Overwatch The Anime, which was just like me and another guy duking it out on Overwatch 1v1s, and sort of that just sort of turned into a series after I made a sequel to it on Guilty Gear Strive. So it'd be Left 4 Dead 2 The Anime. I've been working on just like assets for that video for a while now, like all summer basically. I've been working on assets for it. I'm gonna I'm making movie poster parodies for each campaign, and then I'm gonna try to get to scheduling that. I want to record that before the end of the summer so that I can ideally have it out on Halloween. And then the other video is I want to make another Gem Alarm, probably on Hypnospace Outlaw, if you've ever known about that game. It's sort of a short like indie game, but I played it because somebody I have a Steam family with had it, and I've been staring at it in my Steam library for like a year. Like, what is that game? It looks so weird. And I played it, and it's fucking awesome. It's this little like, little fun little game, and it's hard to explain in like short terms what it's about, but it's basically like Reddit mod simulator. I made like an intro for the video already. I've been working on what I want. I'm trying to do like ambitious weird shit for all these videos. I've been trying to like film a CRT screen. It's weird. I'm trying to get it. You're good at planning stuff. I'm not good at planning stuff. I'm good at like thinking about planning stuff. But when it comes to actually executing plans, I fucking suck. I'm so bad at it. That's why, like, I end up, it's like, all right, 6 months later, Lelzer's back again. It's just like, I'm good at planning stuff, but not executing on it. It's my big problem. God, I remember back, it was like 2020. I had a monthly schedule that I was doing videos on, and then it just fucking fell apart because I was too busy. I did marching band in high school, so it was like there was no way I was going to be able to get that stuff done on a regular basis. It's just like, this is like a hobby, basically, for me. Not that I don't take it seriously. It's just hard to fit it in sometimes with all the other stuff that I have to do. Aaron, event schedule? But yeah, those are the videos I'm thinking about right now. Volume 6 is like way off in the distance. I'm thinking about that. I want to do it eventually, but like not right now. I think after hello Mr. Underscore, hi. Dude, that is so annoying. I don't know if you can hear that. It's just this giant big loud sound effect that plays in my head after somebody chats, after nobody's said anything in a while. It's so annoying. I want to get rid of it. I don't know how. It might just be me. But like, I mean, it's got my desktop audio. No crazy layout today. I kind of got sick of the layout because it like the game window is so small, and I don't use any of the rest of it. Like, I mean, there's a little chat thing on the corner that I could use. I'm thinking about where to put that. Maybe Maybe I'll put that down. Hold on. Maybe I'll put this down. Okay. I'll slide it down here. Maybe that'll work better. Because there's nothing in the way of that. Yeah, there we go. See? Now you can see the chat. I figured like the only things I actually need for this are like the game and the chat. Because the more interesting lulz or lore, right? The stream layout I've used for a long time was inspired by EFAP, the EFAP layout. I was like, oh, the Discord call on the bottom, the chat on the side, the big window on the top left. And I was like, I think that's really efficient. That's cool. The problem is I'm never on a Discord call, and I don't get very many chat messages. Not usually. So it was like, I don't really use this layout for anything useful. So I figured I'd just like do away with it and have the game be the thing on the screen. And I think it's working, you know, have the chat up there. I can't see shit on the chat. I don't know what the chat looks like. I'm looking at such a tiny little window. Can I get out of studio mode? Oh, that's much better. What did I just do? Did I just pull that bigger? Man, okay. What have I done? Can I not make that any smaller? There we go. I can see the full chat now. Man, I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, those are the two things I've got in mind. Hypnospace Outlaw and Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2 is going to be a much... I think I've probably said this before, but Left 4 Dead 2 is going to be a less crazy, intense production than Trouble in Terrorist Town. Trouble in Terrorist Town was nuts. It was insanity. Trying to get 12 people all to be in a game at once was more nightmarish than I could have ever imagined. It was just, I can't even describe how frustrating that was to do that. It turned out well, but it was just like, oh my God. It was, honestly, it was a miracle that it ever actually worked out. So we're having like, because Left 4 Dead is perfect, right? It's 4 people at a time. I'm just like running back and forth. It's like 4 people at a time. Might have like 5 or 6 people in total. So I think it's going to be a much less hard thing to do than Trouble in Terrorist Town was. And I think that it's going to be a much like cleaner production too, because I think I've gotten better at editing since then. I'm you know, it's I think Kashka, or I'm sure I called him by his name on the stream a month ago, but he said, you know, it's like common to have like quality creep, where it's like all of a sudden you get better at making stuff, and it's like, oh, more effort, you know. It's part of why everything takes so long, is like I'm constantly trying to do something different and new and good. Okay, I'm gonna play some video game. What do I do now? I don't want to do story. I want to play more VR. Right trigger? What is this? Oh, this is this stuff. Okay. Arcade. Hi. Shut up. Play some Bizarre Brigade, like Vampire Survivors, but not. Jade Cabbage. Let's do it. What did I just open? Yeah, that sounds like the Moira voice actor. Hail to Mahal. I had a buddy who would get so upset. Back when I played Overwatch regularly, he'd get so fucking upset whenever he got killed by Moira. Honestly, I would too. I hated Moira. I hated Overwatch, but I kept playing it for so long. like Stockholm syndrome. You. Sung Wukong doing on my screen. It's been really crazy to see all the engagement on the Stellar Blade video. Like, so many fucking comments. I've not gotten discussion like that in a video probably since the why I'm done with Ruby. Like that's just insanity. Like how many people are just like, I had flame wars in my comment section. In my comment section I had people arguing, like even absent me, just arguing about like whatever the hell. I don't even pay attention to it. Whoa. What, I died? Shit, that's crazy. I don't really want to play again. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now. Do I have to? Can I just play more VR? I don't play more VR. I just want to keep playing video game. I don't want to do story right now. What is this? After the second or fourth hit of Khalid's basic attack or enhanced basic attack, press the special attack button to quickly unleash your special attack or EX special attack. Oh. Yeah, it's just like a basic, like Dragon Ball Fighter Z auto combo. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Boom. I'm good at this game. Attack ultimate, she gains the first fire effect. Expand the first enhanced basic attack. Oh, I've already done that. I've been playing Neverness to Everness. Have you played it? I have never heard of that in my life. Is it? What kind of game is it? Is it? It kind of sounds like a What Remains of Edith Finch, just from the name. But like, what is that? Is it like a? Is it a Sugoi anime game? Is it Super Sugoi? Free combat. Yay! I like free combat. It's a gacha game? Yeah, no, I've never, this is the first stop that. This is the first gacha game I've ever played. I don't think I've ever played a real gacha game before this, besides maybe, if you want to count like Clash Royale, but that's not the same thing. I opened Uma Musume for like 10 minutes, and did not play a single round. I did not play the game at all. And then I uninstalled it just because I didn't really care. I don't know. It just didn't draw me in very much. So that's my experience with gacha games. This is my very first. I've never done a game like this before. Is it like a MiHoYo game? Because I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how any other gacha games play. I just know that this is like hack and slashy, and I like that. Why did you just disconnect? Oh my god. Did I just... Oh, okay. My audio just randomly cut out. The damage numbers are so fucking big in this game. You did 5 million damage, and his like health bar ticks down by like 3 points. Yeah, right at the S. Let's go. How many times can I drill this guy in the ass? Okay, let's see here. Let's go to the bang view. Not right now. I'm gonna go look up what this game is. Neverness to Everness. If this permanently fucks up my search history, it's not my fault. Oh, this is actually just like, this looks normal. I was expecting like giant anime tits to be on my screen, but this actually looks pretty normal. Open world action role playing S/game. I was expecting like Nikkei tier. Not that there's anything wrong with the Nikkei tier necessarily. Sure, let's continue. I had some people think on the last video I made that I was like, that the jokes I made were like supposed to be indication that I actually think that it was wrong for Stellar Blade to have a hot woman in it. I was like, I don't know how you think that. I make jokes, but like obviously I'm fine with it. I played the game. I'm you know, I've completed the game. Why is that not in my chat window? I can see that in the chat box on the screen, but I can't read it. Why is it not showing up in my chat box? Hold on, going to YouTube to read this. No, it just hasn't showed up on the YouTube chat. What the fuck? What does that say? Let me read this real quick. I mean, we love hot female protagonist. Yeah. I mean, one viewer, my goat fell off, bro. No, I've never gotten a shit ton of viewers on my streams. It's because I stream at the worst time. It's a Thursday morning. People are at work and shit, you know. And I'm not a streamer, right? I'm kind of boring. made cheeky makes sense for your ship slow. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Nine PM where you are? Oh wow. Are you from like Europe? Cause it's God, I mean it's noon where I am. I'm on East Coast. I'm an American. If you couldn't tell by my, well, I mean here it's a lack of accent, but I guess accent is relative, right? If you can't, I don't. I guess the way I talk is like mostly exclusive to the Mid-Atlantic United States, like Virginia, right? I'm from Virginia. I mean, accents are kind of going away. Like, I mean, you can meet somebody from like Minnesota. Like, I used to know a guy from Minnesota, and he just talked like me basically. He's my age, so we both basically talk the same. I mean, I have little hints of like Southern in my accent, I think, not very much, but he was basically just like the same as a Mid-Atlantic guy. So you probably couldn't tell that he was from Minnesota if he hadn't told you. Anyway. I want to keep playing the game. Well, I guess I'll go to a different. Minnesota. Soda! Obama! Soldier Zero Envy. Yo, this is oh, it's only 2? Silver Star Mark. For every 1/3 charge, the enemy receives 1 stack of White Thunder, stacking it to 3 times. The enemy has White Thunder, press to activate. Bro, what the fuck? So it's got that, right? So done that, and then this. That makes sense. Yeah. Combines the twin swords and throws them forward for a high-speed slash with massive electric damage. Okay. There we go. Yeah. So like this. Additional damage from White Thunder triggers 3 times on the same enemy. Yeah, okay, so like that. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Free combat? Yeah, let's go. I like playing the video game. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand the gacha thing kind of being a deal breaker. It's not as bad. I couldn't explain to you why. I'm not good at that, but from what I've seen of other gacha games, it's not like as bad. It gives you sort of a lot of guarantees on like better cards and stuff. Not cards, characters and stuff. Like gives you like guaranteed S ranks and stuff. And I hear the story's pretty good. For me, it's like the main thing that draws me is sort of the combat. I really like the game itself, like this. It's fun. My one issue though is I think the cutscene to gameplay ratio is a bit more lopsided than it should be in terms of in favor of the cutscenes, right? Like I feel like they talk way too much. And of course, I'm early in the game. I don't know if that changes or not. But it's like right now, I'm just sort of sitting here waiting for the cutscene to be over with so I can play the game. And that's not the case right now because I'm playing the VR thing. It's just sort of, combat simulations. But when you're actually going through the story, it's like, oh my god, stop talking. That's my issue. I don't really. That's really my only issue, but it's pretty significant. And you can compare it to a game like Persona, for example. Like Persona 5 is like my second favorite game ever made. In Persona, and it sort of it gives you things to do during like the more VN-like parts of the game. Like there are choices you make and things you can choose to do with your time that affect the entire game. Whereas in this game, it's just sort of like you sit and wait for people to stop talking, and when you get a dialogue option, you don't really have a dialogue option. It just sort of Bell says something, you have maybe a choice between two variants of the same thing. Multiple characters reminds me of Assault Spire. We can get to a point where you can tag between. Yeah. I do like the tag team kind of thing. It reminds me a lot of what game? A fighting game. Was it Guilty? Not Guilty Gear. Cross Tag Battle? Is that what I'm thinking? No. Street Fighter X-Men. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah. X-Men versus Street Fighter. We don't talk about BlazBlue's Cross Tag Battle. This is an anti-Cross Tag Battle household. Marvel vs. Capcom. That too. Yeah. I was thinking of X-Men versus Street Fighter because I like that game a lot. There's we go to this beach every year. Proto. Yeah. It is basically Proto Marvel vs. Capcom, but that is it is really. But I've never played a Marvel vs. Capcom game. I have played X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I'm a big Street Fighter guy. Sort of. I played a lot of Third Strike back in the day, like 3 years ago, and I almost actually joined the fighting game club at my school, my college, but it's just I couldn't make it. I'm too busy. I played some Street Fighter 6. It's fun. I'm a big Chun-Li guy. I guess that makes me like Scum of the Earth. I'll play some of that on stream one time. The one thing about fighting games is it's really hard to like get into them without getting your ass kicked 24/7. You know, like it's hard to get good at a fighting game in a way that is fun. I can't even think of really a situation I've been in a fighting game where that's not the case. I guess it's sort of, I mean, you can play against AI, but really that's not going to measure up to playing against real people. And if you're new to a game, playing against real people is just like you're getting completely fucking ass blasted the whole time. Haven't been able to get back into fighting games. Too much learn, and haven't found decent people. Yeah, that's also a problem. Getting people to play it with. I have a couple friends who like to play Street Fighter 6, so maybe I'll reinstall the game and play with them some more. But like as for example, Skullgirls. I fucking love Skullgirls. Right? That's I absolutely adore that game. It's a damn shame what's happened to it, but I used to play that game all the time. Actually, funny enough, that friend I had from Minnesota was the guy I'd play with him, but he'd get really mad when I because I got good at Squiggly. I always played Squiggly. That was my main, if you would. And we just play back and forth. But since I don't really talk to him anymore, it's complicated. But I just haven't really had a reason to play Skull because the online on Skullgirls fucking sucks. It's terrible. I don't think it has rollback, and everyone on there is like either a cheating or a fucking tryhard who's been playing the game for like 15 years, and it's like why am I fighting against you? Why am I? I just got randomly put into a game with this fucking god. And there's no point in me even playing. It's the same thing with Third Strike, really. Like, anyone you can match with on Fightcade for Third Strike has been playing the game since, like, 2005. Even the people who are supposedly, like, your level, they're probably smurfing, right? It's just it's difficult to get into fighting games when A, you don't have when you have other things to do, and B, it's like how do I get better if I'm just constantly getting my ass kicked? And I guess the answer is, oh, you practice against AI for 500 hours. It's like, okay, man, whatever. I did play a decent bit of Guilty Gear though. Guilty Gear Strive was fun. I've heard the other games are better, like Xrd or whatever the hell it's called. I've heard that's better than Strive. I enjoy some Strive. Well, who have I been playing in Guilty Gear? I've been playing Ramlethal Valentine. I like Ramlethal a lot, and Eno as well. I like those two characters. I'm not usually like an I main this one character kind of guy, but I guess in fighting games it is like that. In Street Fighter, I liked Ibuki and Chun-Li. I wish they bring Ibuki into Street Fighter 6. Please. Just put her in the game. That's one of my favorite characters. But yeah, that's sort of important that you find somebody who you can play with that isn't just a rando, because randos will just fucking beat your ass without mercy. I should probably hit him up and play some Street Fighter. Free combat has ended. Oh, I go to you. Okay. Nope, you. There we go. I want to keep playing. I don't know, recently I've sort of been only on a few games, really. I was playing Hypnospace Outlaw, obviously. That's what made me decide to make a video on it, was I was so impressed by that game, even in the short time I played it, because it's a pretty short game. But like, mainly this summer, I've been playing this, Stellar Blade, and Team Fortress 2. And that's like basically it. Damn it. No, reconnect. Okay. I can't imagine a world where I stop playing Team Fortress 2. This is like a game even as bad as like the server situation is. It's like I found little places where I can play the game consistently and not stop. So I want to get back into Baldur's Gate as well. Yeah. I was thinking about what kind of fighting games I used to play. Funny enough, back in the day, this was like 8 years ago now, I sold off basically my whole TF2 inventory that I could sell off in order to buy Cross Tag Battle. And then I bought Cross Tag Battle. I got it for PS4 because I didn't end up having enough money to buy Cross Tag Battle after selling off my whole TF2 inventory. And I bought it on PS4, and I played it, and I was like, you know, this isn't that good. I bought it mainly because it had the Ruby characters in it. And I was like, oh, I like Ruby. This was in the before times. And I was like, I like Ruby. And then I was like, oh, this game, I'm not huge on this game. Oh, here we go. You know, I did enjoy a lot though was Persona 4 Arena. That was fun.
隙だらけよ臨戦態勢を維持して避けて
弱い子
Oh, we're back? We're back. Why did that happen? What just killed my game? Why did my stream just die? Are we back? Are you guys still watching? Are we still live? Are you guys still here? Yes. Okay. I don't know what just happened. It just my Streamlabs just said like, "Oh, the stream disconnected." Lol. It's like everyone's dead. Like what? Came out of nowhere. Anyway, yeah. I've heard that Skyrim modding is like super frustrating. I've played maybe like 15 minutes of Skyrim.
まだよ
I was trying to. It was actually back in. This was like, oh my god, when was this? Like 10 years ago now. I remember the trip to GameStop. I went and I got Call of Duty 3 for the Xbox 360, and my mom got Skyrim because she was back big into D&D back when she was, you know, like a 20-something, and she's like, "Oh, Skyrim's kind of like that." And then, but the problem is that she doesn't know how to play video games, so she was just like, she got like 20 minutes into Skyrim, she's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And so she stopped playing. So we've had Skyrim for a long time. I've never played it, not in any meaningful way. It's just sort of been sitting on my shelf for like years.
ありがたく思いな
はい
はいはい
下がって
追加料金だよ
ラジャー
ありがたく思いなはいはい
通電成功
I played the shit out of Call of Duty 3 though. I don't care what anybody says. That game was awesome. I fucking love Call of Duty 3. Not Modern Warfare 3. Not Black Ops 3. Call of Duty 3. 2007, I think that game came out. Fucking nuts. I love that game. It's so, like, crusty and old, but it's fun. I like it a lot. When did that game come out? Call of Duty 3. Came out in 2006. 2006. 20 years old game. I played it once. It's fun. It's like if you can imagine like like World at War but kind of stripped back. And I think if I remember correctly, it's just like European theater stuff. It's not no Japanese, none of that. It's just like fighting the Germans. Just campaign. Yeah. By the time I got it, the fucking online was just dead basically. Like there were like 3 people on the game on Xbox 360. So I played the whole campaign. It was a lot of fun. I mean, of course, I was like, I don't know, like 10 or something. Like I forget how old I was when I played that game, so it might be absolute dog shit, and I don't even remember. But it was through that it's like I'm getting World at War, and World at War was fucking legendary. Fucking love World at War. That's probably my favorite COD game. I stopped playing Call of Duty in like 2015. I've not played. Let's see, when was the last one I played? What was the last Call? World War II. World War II was the last one I played, and I was just like, this is kind of gross. I don't like this game, and I stopped. I swear I streamed World War II once.
命令を待つわ
I had it on PS4. Give me you. That's like a core memory for me, though, playing Call of Duty 3. And like trolling the shit out of my sister, because she didn't know how to play video games either. Come back. Okay. There we go. What? Why is it not? Did it just disconnect something? No. Okay. Oh, my controller. No. Why did it do that? That's a game I want to play again. COD World at War, even just for the campaign. But the online was great too. I used to play a lot of Nazi zombies. I've never really understood all the extra stuff after, like the billion different zombie campaigns and stuff. For me, it was like the simplicity of it was the cool part. Just, you know, the wave shooter kind of thing. Like, I'm sure the story's fine or whatever, but indie game recommendation? Hypnospace Outlaw. Off the top of my head. That's a really fun game. Any indie? I've been playing some Valhalla recently. It's like an interesting VN combined with a, I don't even know, bartender simulator. Any other indie games I've been playing? Let's see. What other indie games have I played? Shit. No, look here. Look at my Steam library on my phone. Please load, Steam. Don't do this to me. I mean, this is kind of a basic bitch one, but Stardew Valley's fun. I like Stardew Valley a lot. Recently finished Limbo. I've never heard of Limbo. I don't know. Does Oxygen Not Included count as an indie game? Is that an indie studio? Is Cly an indie studio? Because Oxygen Not Included is awesome. 15 hours in Stardew. Yeah. Love Oxygen Not Included. That's a fun one. Let's see. I'm just sort of like scrolling through my Steam library, seeing if I recognize any indie games. God, I really don't play many of these games, do I? I have so many old games from like a billion years ago that I haven't played in forever. There's all the Atelier games. I need to get back to playing Atelier. What's her name? Hotori? What's her name? I forget. The first one. Hotori is the character from Sorimachi, the one I have a figure of. Rorana, there we go. It's been so long since I played that game. That's how I don't remember. Yeah, I was still back in the dorm when I was playing that game. It's fun. I like it. I just haven't... I forgot to play it. Rorana, that's her name. I guess I'm kind of murky on what indie game means. Like... I mean, still gotta finish Atelier Shally. You know, I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it. Cause it make me look like a gooner. See you later, you're going to work. Alright, see ya. Get out of here. Gooner. Blah. Ah, there's my favorite indie game, Super POTUS Trump. Dude, you ever played Lep's World? Have you ever played the fantastic video game Lep's World for iOS and Android? That's an indie game recommendation right there. guess I mean, you know, there's the obvious, like, oh, Five Nights at Freddy's, right? I don't know. I mean, those are about all the indie games I know. I mean, there's Skullgirls as well. But, I mean, good luck getting into Skullgirls. There's nobody fucking playing it anymore. Except, like, you know, Sonic, Fox, Smurf types. Signalis. Love the shit out of Signalis. It's like a Resident Evil kind of survival horror kind of game. But I mean, I've never played a Resident Evil game in my life, right? But from what I understand, it's like early Resident Evil kind of thing. And it's really interesting. It's got a cool story and really interesting like look to the whole thing. I think I mentioned Signalis, didn't I, in the last video? For like 2 seconds? I am a big fan of Signalis. I need to finish it. I think I'm like near the end of the game. So how do I do this anime shit where I like randomly slash you 3 times?
了解
Nope, you. So that's not how I do that. Alt you.
絶対に引かない
地の底にぶち込んでやる
It's been really cool to see people, you know, new people coming to the channel in the last few weeks after the Stellar Blade video. I wasn't expecting anything from that video. I think I probably said this already, but I wasn't expecting shit from that video. I was expecting it to just like sort of flop, kind of like what flopped? The JoJo video, right? Which is kind of a deep cut for people who have been watching me for forever. But the JoJo video just sort of died. It just sort of fell flat when it came out, and it just did nothing. And I was kind of expecting it to be like that, judging by like the way it did on the first day. But then all of a sudden it just blew up, and it got 20,000 views. It's just nuts to me. Did not even conceive that happening. Stop disconnecting. I want to get...
配置についたわ
Okay, I'm not understanding how I'm supposed to do this.
隙だらけよ
Maybe I'll move the chat a bit higher. Like up here. How's that look? Oh, I gotta tab back in the game. Yeah, that's better.
just ulted on a dead guy. Man. I just did it again. Fuck. Don't worry about it. About the chat box, or... I'm just kind of using this as a background brain-off thing for my hands to do while I talk at this point. That's what I do when I stream. I mean, again, this is a new kind of thing I'm doing with the stream. I've not had it full screen since again, this is another thing from a billion years ago, back when I was streaming straight from my Nintendo Switch using my billion-year-old Elgato Game Capture HD60, playing Animal Crossing New Horizons back in like 2020. Well, I also did Kirby Superstar. I did that too. But yeah, that was like the last time I actually streamed full screen. I just sort of figured that like why am I using this layout if I'm not actually using every bit of it? Hey. Figure out where to put the chat. I probably have to put it somewhere else for every game I play. This seems like the best place on the side here. So why am I not able to... There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Put up the enemy level. Make it 20. Bird just died. He's dead. I keep ulting on dead guys. I didn't do that again, did I? Ah. I want to stream more. Maybe I'll try to get cash going again. See if we can play some more MVM. MVM was fun that one time. I think I said this before, but he was surprisingly... He took to streaming pretty well for somebody who never does it. I know some people who are kind of like who kind of just shut down when they play when they do something on stream or on video or something, but he just like didn't, and I was surprised. I was like, damn, you're good at this.
Oi, 気をつけろ。
That was like a month ago that we did that. Summer's gone by, damn, so fast, man. It's like I only got a few weeks left. I feel like I just got here.
やった地の底にぶち込んでやる。
You're not dead this time.
おっとそれ。
配置についたわ。
Why did my controller disconnect? Okay.
やった
絶対に引かない。
I didn't know this, but apparently the voice actor for Enby is the same one that did Freerun. There's a lot of like common voice actors with other stuff that I'm into, but I was surprised that Freerun's voice actor did Enby. I mean, that's not quite as surprising as the fact that she also did Anya in Spy X Family, which was fucking ridiculous.
体勢が崩れた。
Dub or the sub? Oh, the sub, the Japanese version. I don't know anything about the English version. I can't tell you the last time I watched a dubbed anime. Probably when I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with my dad, and that was years ago. I think it was during COVID. I also watched dubbed Death Note with my dad. Dubs used to be better, I think, somewhat, sort of, not all the time. I've seen this dubbed clip from something of like this girl rapping into like a little microphone thing from an old ass show from like the 90s. I could not tell you what it is, but it's like from an actual like ancient dub that was kind of good. And also everybody talks about Ghost Stories, right? The Ghost Stories dub is infamously funny. I also couldn't tell you what that's from. That's not true. I know what that's from. I just told you. But yeah, Ghost Stories was fun. It was funny. This is an interesting story. I was watching. So in my freshman year of high school, I joined the anime club. Ghost Stories is fun. Yeah, it's good. I love my favorite clip of that is from imagine a big black man chasing you. I fucking love that one. But I when I was in freshman year of high school, I joined the anime club. Bad idea, because it was not full of people who were exactly my type. Some people like me. It was more of the, how would you say, the wholesome Chungus kind of people who are super, you know, I don't want to make this into a political thing, but sort of super progressive kind of people, but also happen to be extremely morally puritanical. So like anything that would even be like remotely suggestive or somewhat raunchy or go against what they thought in any sort of way, they would kind of get really stiff about. Like, for example, they're like, oh, let's watch Soul Eater. And they're sitting there fucking clutching their pearls every time Tsubaki gets like a, or every time they show Tsubaki in the bath or whatever, you know, like, or that scene with Blair, right, in with Soul. It's like, dude, you're watching Soul Eater. Like, I don't know what you're expecting. And it was the same thing for Ghost Stories. They were like, okay, so this might have some insensitive things they say, and it's like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, we're fucking watching Ghost Stories. What are you expecting? I ended up leaving that club because the people in it were fucking crazy. But I don't know. It was an interesting time. It was an interesting time of my high school life. What really like clued me into like them being crazy. Yeah, it would turn me off too. Yeah. What really clued me in was that they were like, they were having this like really heated conversation in their Discord about the type of punishment Ninja Muffin, the guy who made Friday Night Funkin', deserved for making a racist joke on Twitter once. And I was just sitting there staring at that conversation like, what the fuck is happening? Are you people insane? Yes. But I could not believe that, and I don't know. It was crazy. I'm glad I ended up leaving that and doing marching band for the rest of my time in high school. Of course, COVID hit right in the middle of that, so it was like I'm at home for like a year in between. Though I have to credit them, they did turn me on to a silent voice. That film was fantastic. So they did show me one good thing. Oh, and Dr. Stone. The first season of Dr. Stone we watched, and that was good. I was a fan of Dr. Stone. It was just kind of crazy when it's like, okay guys, let's watch Ghost Stories, and then you're sitting there like getting all awkward and squirming around in your seat when they make, you know, jokes you don't like, and it's like, were you at all aware of what this was to begin with? You know, I feel like it kind of comes with the territory, right? Long time ago. I just remember how quiet the room would get. You know what I mean? When it was like, when oh god, what the hell's his name? Amano Jaku was like talking to the little kid, and he was like, "Your sister's right. You are retarded." Right? Like the whole room would just be silent, just complete fucking silence across the entire room, and I'd be sitting there like, "Oh my god." It was like oh, that's not, like those kind of people, you know what I mean? The Heckin' Chungus kind of people. I must change up my lineup here. Switch characters. character. That's X.
こいつで分
So, let's see here.
命令を待つわ
Let's change my stunner, make it you,
私は
アンビ
and make my support
ジャ
Nicole.
トヤにかかれば万事解決
Did I just do nothing?
こいつで分
I just did nothing. Okay, make my support Nicole,
欲しい
and make my stunner you.
私は勝者に尻尾を
Confirm lineup. Okay. It was just like insufferable being in there for after a while. Like, I don't know how you can run a fan service and sorry, my bad. I'm retarded. I don't know how you can run an anime club. You know, something all about. You know, actually, I regretted after a while suggesting that we watch Neon Genesis Evangelion. They didn't know what Neon Genesis Evangelion was. Can you believe that? I'm not kidding. They were like, okay, guys, what should we watch? Everybody submit something to watch. And they had like a little whiteboard, right? And I was like, Neon Genesis Evangelion, right? And I kid you not. Yeah, I have some issues with the story in Evangelion as well. But like, I kid you not. I suggested Evangelion, and they were like, "How do you spell that?" Sorry, what'd you say? I was just sitting there like, "You've got to be kidding me! There's no way you don't know what Neon Genesis Evangelion is. Like, what do you mean? You know?" I'm gonna turn up my gain a bit. There's no way you've never heard of Evangelion. They hadn't. They didn't know what that was. And I don't mean to be like snobby about it, but it's just like, there's no way you've never heard of Neon Genesis Evangelion, as somebody who runs an anime club, you know. At the same time, there's no way you can run an anime club and also be so fucking averse to fan service that you get snakes in your britches every time you see it. It's like, it comes with the territory, doesn't it? You know.
これはどう
倍返しよ
Especially in something like Soul Eater. Again, it's like, did you know what you were watching when you started watching it? It's Soul Eater. I've got the first volume of the Soul Eater manga right in my hand. I'm like, this is the Soul Eater manga, and I can flip to any page in this, and it's like, boom, there's the women that Death hangs out with, fan service scene, to put it lightly, and it's like, did you know what you were watching? Did you know what you were even beginning to watch? You know, it's just kind of ridiculous to me. You could go into Soul Eater especially and be like, why is there so much fan service? Like, dude, Okubo's a fucking gooner. Have you seen Fire Force? That's newer. God, it would kill me to hear what those people have to say about Stellar Blade nowadays. Jeez. You hear what people on Twitter were saying about Stellar Blade. Imagine.
Raja, 了解 見せてあげる
Now That's why I've steered far clear of the anime club at my college. I mean, I also don't have time for anything, right? Forget being in a club. I got no time for shit. There's no way. But yeah, Evangelion has issues. I think a lot of people don't really think about. Like I don't typically think of when people say, "Oh, it's the plot doesn't make any sense because it's supposed to be artsy and eccentric." Like, shut up. Like I don't really take that as an excuse. It's the same thing with Fooly Cooly, right? And it's by the same guy. I know made that, right? The Gainax people. Imagine them watching Chainsmoker Cat, dude. I've not seen that, but I've seen clips of it. Apparently, she's like actually just like gross in that show, right? Like it's actually just like disgusting at points. Not even like within the like, oh, I want a gross hikikomori girlfriend. It's like, Jesus Christ, like you're actually disgusting. Like it kind of echoes some of the old Kino photos you'd see of guys who lived at home, just like their rooms covered in like fucking Dr. Pepper cans and shit. But yeah, I've heard things about. Imagine them watching Gunsmith Cats. Imagine them reading Gunsmith Cats. There's an OVA recommendation right there. Gunsmith Cats is awesome. I fucking love Gunsmith Cats. And You're Under Arrest is a good OVA as well. I wish they'd made both of those into full season like anime. They did make You're Under Arrest into a full season anime, but it sucked. It looks awful. Nothing like the OVA. I've just been waiting, really, since Frieren Season 2 ended, I've been waiting just on Dungeon Meshi. I've been just, please give me Dungeon Meshi Season 2. I've been waiting on that for so long. I think it's supposed to be like next year they put it out. And also I've been waiting on Don to come back, which is going to be next year. So I got really nothing new. I mean, I hear Witch Hat Atelier is okay. I hear that's coming out now, I think, right? I've just been sort of waiting patiently for Dungeon Meshi to come back because Dungeon Meshi is fucking awesome. I got a little Marcille over here. She's sitting on a baseball. Get over here. I got, you know, the little the figures they have that are meant to like sit on top of ramen cups to keep the lid on while they're cooling off. I've got one of those for Marcille from Dungeon Meshi. She's cute. She sits there. I've got her on top of a signed Alex Cora baseball I got back in 2018 from the Red Sox season when they won the World Series. Haven't watched Dungeon Meshi? You should. It's fucking good. It's really good. I was genuinely like shocked by how good it was. It's got more engaged pacing than Frieren. Frieren, I think, is better, but because Frieren's interesting. In order to really get into Frieren, you've got to be more willing to sort of shelf your desire for like it involved plot stuff and have it be like, all right, this is a character show. This is about characters. And the character work in Freeren's fucking fantastic. Like, I was sitting there the first season like, damn, this is so good. But Dungeon Meshi has more, like, you know, it's got more of an involved story. And it's, you know, the pacing, I think, is a little better. And, you know, the characters are also fantastic. The world's fantastic. I love what's happening in Dungeon Meshi. I have the whole manga. I got the box set, but I've held off on reading the second half of it because I'm waiting for the anime to come out. Because the anime was that good. I got a friend at school who's like, why haven't you read the fucking manga yet? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm waiting for the show. Izutsumi is my favorite character. I like the stupid cat. Izutsumi was, wasn't Izutsumi my profile picture when I put out the Stellar Blade video? No, it wasn't. It was still, the bleh. I'm an anime avatar at heart. It's my my nature to change profile pictures all the time. I'm gonna level these guys up again. There we go. It's a bit more challenging this time. Yeah. It's a bit more. One of the really refreshing things about Dungeon Meshi for me was, at the time, when I started watching, it was like 2024 when that came out, right? And Frieren as well. Frieren was what really got me. It had been so long since I'd seen a real high fantasy anime that was any good. Right? It had all been isekai for like the past 10 years. And like there's a couple exceptions to the rule with isekai, but usually I can't stand it. I've actually, like, at times it's like I can't help but make fun of the titles, right? They're so fucking long. But anyway, it's just been like isekai for like 10 years since Sword Art Online came out, which was like 2014, right? Or 2013. And I'd just been waiting for something, and then Frieren came out, and I was like, what's this? I heard about it on Twitter, and I also saw, I lurk on A every now and then, because it's like, funny enough, it's like the most intelligent place for anime discourse, I think, and that's a low fucking bar. I heard people talking about Frieren, and I was like, "What is this? What's going on? This kind of looks like an isekai." It was because people were Konosuba. Yeah. I was going to mention Konosuba. Konosuba was fun, and ReZero was pretty good from what I saw of it. I saw like the first season, I think. I don't know anything about the rest of it, but I saw Frieren, and I was like, "This is fucking awesome." Where'd the fantasy come? Why? Where's all the fantasy been for all this time? And then I saw Dungeon Meshi, and I was like, "Fuck, yes, we're back!" You know, we're so back. And that was what Frieren was. What ultimately got me back into watching like new shows. Because for a while, I'd just been totally black-pilled on like newer anime. I think the last like new thing I'd watched was like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like that was it. I'd only watched that, and it just, I guess, Kill la Kill as well. Kill la Kill was good, but aside from that, I was just like, I can't stand anything they're making now because it's just all isekai, all the same shit, all generic isekai shit. And you know, there was your stray exception here or there, like your Dr. Stones and stuff. You know, it's like generally interesting. I'm not like a huge Dr. Stone fan, but it was all right. But it was just, after a while, I was just like, Jesus Christ, just give me something interesting. And then I saw Frieren, then I saw Dungeon Meshi, then I saw Dandadan all in a row, and I was like, okay, we might be back. Konosuba was good though. I haven't seen the movie, and I haven't seen the third season. I saw the first 2 seasons, and I've never gotten back to it. I should. Gotta wait for that to show up in my chat. I will respond when it comes up on my screen. I can see it on the stream preview, but I can't see it on my chat for some reason. Is it because it's not in top? How about most live chat? There we go. You should watch you should watch Panty and Stocking. I have known about Panty and Stocking for a long time. I've just never seen it. I should watch it. I think because I've heard good things about it. I should add that to my list of things I need to watch. I got so many damn things I need to watch and rewatch. Like I'm trying to watch the rest of Spy X Family because Spy X Family was cute. I like that show. I saw like the first core of the first season. It's like, oh, this is fun. I'm also trying to get to rewatch. I'm rewatching K-On! And that's been ongoing for a while. I need to rewatch. I've finished rewatching that. I've got to watch Bocchi the Rock. Let's see. I need to finish the second season of Frieren. The last couple episodes of the Divine Revolta I didn't get to. I just forgot. I was too busy at school. Then, I forget. I mean, I've been meaning to watch the rest of Stone Ocean for a while, but I should get to Panty and Stocking. That's a good thing. That's a good thing I should watch. That's Trigger, right? Trigger made that? I have a big watch list. My attention span is fucked. Yes, me too. For me, the thing is, every time somebody asks me about what anime I've seen or what my opinions on anime are, immediately just deletes itself from my brain. I cannot remember shit. It's why, like, I'm definitely sure my anime list is incomplete as hell because I cannot remember anything I've seen the minute I start talking about it. Gynax. Oh, okay. So that's why it looks similar. Because Trigger's an offshoot of Gynax. Yeah. I think Gurren Lagann was Gynax as well, right? But it was like right before the Trigger people split off. Love the shit out of Gurren Lagann. I want to rewatch that too. It's no time for anything anymore. I mean, I got time to do this, but... I gotta figure out a way to turn that fucking sound effect off. It's so annoying. Bing! Every time somebody chats, it's so bad. Gainax shut down, didn't it? If I remember correctly, like it's over. I watched BoJack Horseman. I have not seen BoJack Horseman. I've heard about it, but I've not seen it. I can't remember the last time I watched like anything like that, like a new Adult Swim. I watched some of Smiling Friends. Smiling Friends is good. I'm a big fan of Smiling Friends. It's funny. I for a while, my opinion of Smiling Friends was that it just wasn't for me. Because what happened was I was with a bunch of friends. I was over at one of their houses, and he sat me down. He's like, "All right, let's watch some Smiling Friends." And he turned on the Alan episode, the one, you know, the red guy who's like, "I'm spraying him with dirty brown water," right? And his episode is so fucking boring. I was sitting there like slack-jawed, I did not give a shit about anything. And they kept looking back at me, and they were all laughing at the jokes, and I was just sitting there straight-facing. I didn't even want to. Like, I didn't mean to be the spoil sport, but it was just like, I did not care. I did not find that funny. Then, like, a year later, I went back and watched the rest of the series, and it's like, oh, this is good. It's just that one episode that turned me off to the whole thing. They picked the totally wrong episode. It's a shame Smiling Friends is over. That was fun. I was hoping for a season 4 or 3, I forget. Is BoJack Horseman good? It's awesome. I'll have to check it out sometime. Again, I got a long-ass list of things I need to watch. Most of them Japanese in nature. I just ulted on a dead guy again. So I could play this game for fucking forever. I love the way this game plays. It's great, but they talk so much. I feel like the cutscenes even at some points outweigh the gameplay, and I don't like that. I want to play the game. Let me play the game. That was another thing that I really respected about Stellar Blade. I didn't mention it in the video because I didn't even really think about it until I played this game. It's like, damn, Stellar Blade cutscenes were pretty light. Maybe even too light. Like, I wish there was more story to tell me more about what was going on. Because I was pretty invested in the story, though it wasn't great, you know. I mean, not that it was necessarily bad. Like, you know, I explained my thoughts on the story, but it's just like, I could hop on and just play the game. I didn't have to worry about sitting through like an hour of fucking cutscenes. Alright. I think I'm gonna stream for a while, right? What time is it? Damn, it's 1 o'clock. Okay. I'm gonna go get ready to do some other stuff. Might stream, like, if I can, maybe tomorrow or Saturday. I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, right? Well, maybe tomorrow night I might be doing something, but we'll see. I've had a good time hanging out. I like streaming. I should do it more often. But I think that's it from me for today. I'll see you all soon. How do I turn off my stream? Ah, there we go. All right, bye, chat. Do I have a... I need to have a stream. Yeah, see you. I'm sorry, I need to have a screen where I can, like, leave.